first broadcast in about 4 months. Right now I'm in my garage, and I have the luxury of changing active crews without getting kicked out of the actual crew I'm in because of being commissioner, and it's pretty good. So what I did is me and my friend are in like a crew, so there's only like two of us in there, and what I did is it took me about 20 to 40 minutes to make this logo, this Batman logo. It's not quite perfected, but like this car over here, that looks like a cool Batmobile. It's just too bad I couldn't get the logo to either be just the logo and not the square in the background. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start some of my favorite new stunt races. And I will do that by taking a vehicle. So I have one. Yes. Between races. I guess that makes sense. So right now I'm in the Pegasi Reaper. Supercar. Got a cool paint job. It's green with a bright red underneath. So it gives it a funky color when you look at it from different angles. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? I'm going to start with my favorite. My favorite one is one called Plummet. And because I've got my adder was originally clocked at 148 miles an hour. And that was alright, but a lot of people saying they were going faster, and I said, well, you know what, let me try this Plummet. And I ended up going 207 miles an hour. And then the X80 went 207.5, you know, just barely passed it. And then I finally got the adder to go 226 miles an hour. And I'm assuming it was because of this race, because it's just this great plummeting, almost not the beginning, very beginning of the thing, the race. Let's see, we're going down. We're going to go down into personal. My personal best on this is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It is a point-to-point race. I don't listen to the radio, but OCD makes me put it on that. Alright. Loading. And I'm going to set it for just one person. I'm sure there'll be fun eventually with other people, but right now it's just going to be me. Okay, so I have an adder. I have a Osiris, the Grady X80, the Reaper, T20, and the Zentorno. If you look at these cars compared to the other cars, the speed is there, but the acceleration is down. Speed. It's all giving you speed, it's just the acceleration, and that's what you get with purchasing the transmission and the suspension and the engine type. So we're going to go with this one here because it looks really cool. The trim really makes it look like the Batmobile. Alright. We're just going to use that. And we're good. No, I'm not perfect on these, um, but I tend to stay on the track. There's not too many times I've gone off the track, but its broadcast should be about an hour. Now, what I've been finding is the secret to this loop, this first one here, is when you swing up and go straight down, is getting speed, starting your speed from the very top. Where you got to straighten out, and if you don't straighten out, you're losing speed. So right about here, pretty much you have to start accelerating and then go straight down. Stick forward. You don't have to worry about anything. It's a little narrow here, but running solo. This thing, you tend to speed it. Now, I didn't let go of the stick at all. I cleared the right-hand side right there with the adder. You're moving forward. Some of these races you just tend to go straight up. And you are way up in the air here. Yeah, the idea is to stay in the middle. That's where the best traction is. Whoa! Don't want to go down there. Now this one always throws me off because I get up too much speed, then I can't take the turn. So what I do, let go of the accelerator. Hopefully make the turn. For the most part. That worked out good, huh? Well, I'm not going for any records right now. Pretty much just showing you the track. I'm going to shut my microphone off. Okay, it's definitely not my record. 3 seconds off the record. I set the crew record on this. So I'm up to rank, a legit rank of 713. Okay, like that. Okay. I'm just gonna jump right into a couple more of these. This one is cool. Motorcycle. The one on the end there, East Coast, don't like that. Don't like City Air. Don't like Downtown Loop. Downtown Loop is pretty intense. I managed to do some of the corkscrews and stuff, but I got stuck in one spot and I just got frustrated. And then to get out of a race, you just bring up your phone You go to the job, go to the race, and then push the thing that's like delete the trash can, and then it'll say you want to leave the race, and you say yep, and you're done. All right, we're gonna leave it at 2. Trench is pretty cool. It's literally a trench, and then you're I think it's out in Sandy Shores. Put it on personal. Rock radio. I just received an invitation, but I am broadcasting, so I'm not going to be going anywhere. I got an invitation from Manda. I just promoted Manda to lieutenant. Alright. Again, this one's motorcycles. It does help if you have motorcycle. A modded one, actually. A legit modded one, preferably. So I have this bike. It's pretty fast. It's done up in the light green is the crew color. And I have that one, which ain't really fast because you can see the difference in the lines. But it makes it through the courses. But I'm going to take this one. And that helmet. Confirmed. But this one's pretty cool. It's going to be 2... I don't remember putting my name up there. But alright. We get 2-lap race. Couple of obstacles, no big deal. Get around those. Of course, if you're racing somebody else, you might have an issue. Now you could probably do a good backflip on this. On another one I did, but you don't get any points for it, which kind of sucks because it's supposed to be a stunt thing, right? Not just a jump thing. Bikes really stick to the ground good, so very good for turning. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, well, I guess that's what happens when you hit one of those, huh? Oh look, I finished first. You don't get a lot of RP if it goes under 4 minutes, but that was fun. I could do that all day. Be nice if they came out with double RP for stunt racing. That would help. Okay, so I don't like East Coast. I do like Maze Bank then. There's Plummet again. Over and under. I like that. And Parking Alley. So, I guess we're going to go with Over and Under. It's another motorcycle one. It's pretty good. There are different tracks you can take, so you're literally over and under other players. And then you'll see it on the mini-map. There'll be 2 dots. 2 locations where you pick up the dots, the checkpoints, and you'll be able to see that there's a separate route underneath you or over on top of you as you move along through the race. Again, another good one to have a modded bike. The different vehicle types in the stunt races seem to be super, sport, off-road, compact, and bikes. And I just happen to have customs in all of those categories. Double T. Well, I keep changing my... Let's keep the bulletproof helmet. No one's going to be shooting at me anyway, so... It really doesn't matter. I believe this is Mario. You don't really have to be right on the mark. See, there's one up above us. Not really sure how to get to that one, because the race goes really quick and you don't really have time to explore unless you crash. Get some pretty good decent height out of these. You could probably do a flip if you really wanted to. But again, not giving you more RP to flip over and break your neck. Lose time. See, now that was a clear choice for over and under. So on the over, you just end up on the lower spot here. On the other way, you actually, if I remember to do it the other way, you have to hit a ramp to get over to this thing. Because obviously you're under it and that's a pretty decent one. Excuse me. Assuming there was something. Well, that looked like a ramp to get to the second thing, but I don't know how you would get to that ramp. suppose it does investigate some, warrant some investigation. Like you set the thing for 3 laps and you have one to screw around on. Whoops. Oh, that ain't going good. I guess I'm gonna have to respawn. That's a little better. Down and up. No, this is a down one. Come around this corner. And you're going up. And they're just catching up. So you're going up in the air where they're coming down. Okay, so let's see. Turbine was alright. I'm going to show you that one. It wasn't fantastic. It's supposed to be for off-road. I did bring I have 3 or 4 off-road vehicles. Not all of them are good for jumping things. The Dubster is not good for jumping anything. So it wasn't too bad. I do understand the premise. I did try to make my own race called Blade Runner in the same concept of this. I still have to go back and make it a GTA so I can give it boosts and stuff. Let's see. So I can take the Bifta. Bifta's nice. It's fast. Of course, I got these high-end tires on it, so it's not really off-road. Brawler's a cool vehicle. I can do a lot with that. I did that on the first run. Then there's the Dubster. Of course, that's a big 6-wheeled thing, but I'm not really sure I can get it to jump a lot. And then there's the Insurgent. I brought this thing into the custom LS Customs and did it up. You can see it's got a saddle brown paint with a green pearlescent underneath it, so it makes it almost turn like moving camouflage. At least that's what I was going for. Okay, and then there's a bike. Oh, what's that? Oh, that looks interesting. And the Vapid trophy truck. Wow. Again, it's up in speed and down in acceleration. But this thing looks cool. Oh, we can change up the colors. Oh, 2 colors. Hmm. You know what? I might want to have to try this without wasting more time. Hmm. Fire stunt second. Pretty smooth. Yeah, but it might be a nice little vehicle all modded out. And you could toggle the stunt cam, but it's only throwing off your ability to fly your car. A lot of these things don't even, like, it's not like they're coming up through the, so it's not a bad little track. I haven't gone around once yet. Again, it must be real fun to have a bunch of people on here banging against each other. I guess that would be fun. Big can option for motorcycles. Whoa! I wonder if you can buy this or if it's a Pegasus. Well, there's one painful lap. See, I got a fastest lap on the, at least a personal best fastest lap on the previous lap with this vehicle. Not bad for not being one of mine. And it doesn't look like we're gonna get the one we want. Let's see. Guess we can try this one. I believe it is for supercars. Not supercars, sports cars. Yes, it is. Set it for 2 laps. Personal record. If you hear a lot of background noise. The PS4 makes a lot of noise. I have a fan on. It's like 92 degrees out. I am approximately 20 miles west of Boston, Massachusetts. So my custom sports is the Buffalo Carbonizer, which I think is probably my best car. Vista Comet and Vetero Coquette. Probably my first supercar. I mean my first sports car. I got that with the $500 that the Rockstar gave out. This was the free car. The Elegy, which is quite a fast car for a free one. And then the Tinker Jester, another car. If you're looking for a car to start off with that has really good traction and really good acceleration and speed when you pump the LS Customs mods into it, it's definitely this one. This is the car you should be getting, and that's not necessarily in the livery, but definitely this vehicle. It's got really good, like I said, it's got really good speed, acceleration, and amazing traction. Amazing. Like you stick to the road when you're moving. Alright, well I don't want that car. I want this car. It's the PHAT mobile, the Fatmobile. Now, why that slows you down, I have no clue. But this thing. Getting some distance. And you just gotta know how to fly, and you land on your wrist. I have an RP for hitting these things, but I had more fun with not hitting them. This one actually is pretty fun. Got a lot of good distances. Some curves. Hit that thing for sure. Yeah, there's more distance here. That's what I like. I like a good jumping race. I've made at least 2 or 3 races with jumps, and that's just the normal jumps. That's not the modded Xbox jumps. Jump over existing items. See, this is the one you get some good distance, but you're going straight up. I mean, you are moving forward, but not very well. And again, this thing slows you down. I want speed coming down this hill. And you can put it on stunt cam, but you're just looking at your car from a distance. I mean, you can fly it like that. Sure, go ahead. But I think I bested my lap ride time. Yeah, bested it, but like 1 second. Instead of a 2:01 into 2:00. Yep, best lap, 2:00. Not much better, but faster. I like that. Oh, here it is. Here's one of my favorite ones. Vinewood Downhill. Motorcycle point to point. Forgive me if you hear things in the background. I'm fighting mosquitoes as I try to watch the TV. Alright. Play. Yes. So, that one or this one? I'm gonna have to go with this one. Another great bike one. I remember when the ramps, the large ramps, the bikes wouldn't go up them. They'd crash. I made this really good race, and then I put it on motorcycles, and I couldn't even finish. It wouldn't even let me. Wouldn't let me even hit the ramp. Every time I did, I fell over. Then they fixed it. Then all my races were great. All my jumpers. Distance. So I've increased my speed in my adder from 148 miles an hour to 226, which is pretty good. That's a good taker out of other players. Some good downhills here, good jumps. We got a good. Maybe you got a good backspin off of one of them. Oop, did not go off that ramp. Whoa! Oh, that's not good. See what happens? See what happens? You get a little nervous. I'm gonna shut the microphone off. Now see, there were a couple of good jumps in that where I could have had done a backflip and landed on the wheels. That one where you come up over the Rockford Mall, I actually did that, like I mentioned earlier, and I just didn't get neck points for it. So I'm like, well, you know what? Not worth breaking my neck. So I'm not getting anything for it. Alright, well, we've pretty much done all of these. We haven't done, I have done this one, I just haven't done it recently, and not on the broadcast, so. I believe this is also sports cars. No, it is supercars. Well, what do you know? And we are going to use which vehicle? The Adder, Cyrus, Proto, Reaper. Excuse me. Progen T20 and the Pegasi Dontono. Let's see. What am I doing? Canyon crossing? You know what? I'm gonna go with this vehicle because it's a tough, good little vehicle. Got really good traction. That one's got really good traction. Better traction. Better than that traction. This one's got the lowest of all the tractions. Okay, but I'm gonna go with this one anyways. Let's see. What's the Osiris? Osiris has got good traction. So guess what? We're going with this one. This has got a cool paint job on it. It's got the red with a bright orange underneath. Makes it look like it's on fire. The green offset color is the cool color. My main crew, which now has 256 people. It had 310, but if you're not active with us, then you can stay for a little while, but you're done. Choices, choices, choices. Yeah. This is a very interesting race because of it's basically on the river here. Nice sideways stuff. Back up the mountain. These tubes are amazing. Accelerators. It is a lap race, so I will be going around again. The recovery. Not really seem to be going blazing fast, but it's not always brakes either. Sometimes it's sometimes it's just letting go of the gas. Yeah, look at that distance. Nice view. Ooh, personal best, 225. You get better records playing solo, obviously, because you don't have to worry about anybody banging into you. You only gotta worry about your own stupidity. It's like playing mission solo. You screw that mission up, nobody else to blame. When I first got this, people wanted to play, and I'm like, you really don't want to play with me. I'm very verbal. And then if I'm with my own crew, then they give me crap. Yeah. Commissioner have this privilege. Oh, look at that. Huh. Well, guess what? Commissioner does not have its privilege here. Gonna have a best lap this time, but that's okay. Well, it's good. So again, this is not a bad race. I can go around a couple of times on this. Good way to kill time. Even better if it had double RP. Oh, that's a bit of flying, huh? This car sails pretty good. Got a nice flat bottom. little less accelerating there helps a lot. Tunnel's cool, you come up the other side of the ramp. Big ramp. Well, you know what? Seeing that I already screwed up the thing anyways, I am not going to get sailing into the water, so... Get a little cash, get a little RP, not really a big deal. I did play the Stunt Races last night for the entire thing from 7:12 all over to 7:13. Alright, well, it's given us another choice. Threading the needle. Another motorcycle. Another fun one. Excuse me. It is late here. It is approximately 11:41. And it's probably going to be my last race, because I did say it was only going to be an hour. It gets boring after that, you know. Well, not that it's terribly boring, because you're watching the, see now, threading the needle. I have a race, a jump race, and it's called Threading the Needle. That figures, huh? That was lame. My personal best on this is not going to be obtained in this one, but it is 1:59.12. Pretty much a 2-minute race. If you don't mess up. And I messed up, so. Use the microphone. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good. That is not good. I mean, you don't die. At least I didn't die. I haven't died yet. For, going off the track here. Execute that a little better. Handbrake right when you get to the end there. Really slows you right down. Be able to take that turn. Uh-oh. Oh, I recovered that nicely. I was heading in the wrong direction. Careful there, it splits on this interesting little wall where you have to move along sideways on it. That was good. Oh, really? I did it again. Well. This landing, you gotta be careful because again, you're gonna go way over the mark, which I have before. Okay, I really need the race to go over 4 minutes. 4 minutes is the maximum RP. And for a minute, for a race that goes over 4 minutes for me, it will give me 1,790 RP for a 4-minute race. So I have that much to make in 4 minutes. And then you can compare everything to it. Heists or the CEO missions. Are you making enough RP that you would in the time that you would, it's all about time. How much RP you can make in a certain amount of time. And if you have a grinding method of doing a job that does it, then all the power to you. If you think you can do it with racing, now, I can't do it with racing now, but I could probably do it with racing if they double the RP. Alright, well, it has been an hour. I don't see any ones that other than downhill, and I've already went on downhill. So, we're going to go over free mode. And we're probably going to end the broadcast. So that wasn't too bad. There are a few left. And I'll just run through the list right now to... Jobs, play, Rockstar, Stunt Races. Okay, Canyon Crossing, we did that. City Air, don't like that one. Don't like the Downtown Loop, although the Downtown Loop has some really, really interesting corkscrews and stuff, that loop-the-loops and stuff that I managed to do, but then I got stuck somewhere and I was like, and it's time to bring up the phone and quit. Duel, I haven't done that because I usually play solo. Oh, it does say 1 to 6 players, so maybe I can play it. I'm just not going to play it with the car going the other direction. East Coast, tried it and then got stuck on a spot and then didn't like it. Maze Bank Ascent, that's a good one. Nightlife, I believe Nightlife is just a night version of another race. Over and Under was pretty good. Motorcycle Plummet was my favorite. Super Racing Alley, that's the one with the bowling pins. Rally, that's I believe, a sports car. Might be a supercar. Splits was the compact one that they made. I did buy a custom Breoso, I believe it's called. I've been using that. Threading the Needle, we did that one. Trench, we did that one. We did Turbo, and we did Vinewood Downhill. And so far, those are the only ones that they've added. Alright, I'm just going to run through my stats real quick. Time played as character, 103 days. I've only had a total of 1,243 deaths. I've killed over 100,000 cops, well over 100,000 news. It's my highest speed in a road vehicle is 226 of the Adder, like I mentioned before. Oops. Cars blown up, 198,267. So I like stats. I mean, it keeps really good stats. If it didn't keep stats on how many cops you killed, I probably wouldn't have killed that many. Combat. Overall kills. I've killed 473,113 people, not players. I have very low KD with the players. I don't have an arch enemy. I don't play a lot of regular mode. Alright, well, you know what? I think it's time to go.
Hello? Yeah, this is him.
I believe it is. Figure out how to get out of this thing.
Computer's ready?
Stop broadcasting. Alright, well, that's it. Stop broadcasting, and that's what I'm going to do. I am Captain Revenge, and we're probably going to come back with another video, and it's probably going to be on Black Ops 3 because I haven't played it in like 3 months. And there's like 15 new maps that I haven't been on, so that should be a good broadcast. Adieu.